All right, breaking today, President Trump meeting with Budget Chief Russ Vought as the administration weighs permanent DOGE-like cuts to the federal workforce in the coming days.
It's likely going to be in the thousands. It's a very good question, and that's something that the Office of Management and Budget and the entire team at the White House here, again, is unfortunately having to work on today. These discussions and these conversations, these meetings would not be happening if the Democrats had voted to keep the government open.
The government shutdown also delaying some key economic reports like potentially tomorrow's big jobs number, which may have been used as a basis for the next federal interest rate cut. Let's bring in Austan Goolsbee, president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, friend of the program. Austan, good to get you back on.
Yeah, great to see you again, Sandra.
All right, so help us, as you always do. You are able to make sense of this for people at home, how this will affect them. We had Burgum on last hour. The secretary is predicting we could see revenue cuts as a result of this if this is a prolonged shutdown. Secretary Bessent is warning a hit to GDP. What does it mean for the American people's bottom line?
On the economy, it sort of depends how long it lasts and how widespread it is. You know, every shutdown is kind of like they say of dysfunctional families. You know, every shutdown is different. But if you look in the past, the overall impact from shorter and narrower shutdowns, they have a human impact on the people directly affected, but their impact on the overall economy is not as big. It was partly because the federal workforce is a little less than 2% of workers. So, and it's not all federal workers. So I think the immediate impact is going to be felt most directly by folks who have their pay frozen until the shutdown ends.
Got it. So what does it mean for guys like you who have to make major decisions on, on our monetary policy and interest rates? I mean, we're in an environment where the president has been urging the Federal Reserve to cut those interest rates. Well, a lot of that depends on jobs data. Now we're told there's a possibility of a delay in that data. This is USA Today. The shutdowns forced the Bureau of Labor Statistics, along with other federal agencies, to furlough employees while also pausing data collection and dissemination. A prolonged shutdown could also postpone the Bureau's next Consumer Price Index report, expected October 15th. Well, what happens if we don't get these reports?
Yeah, it's certainly not convenient for the Fed trying to sort out interest rates, though I'm not mean to make light. We're not the biggest sufferers from this, but we fly blind, like Mohamed Al-Arian said just on your program there a few minutes ago. At the Chicago Fed, we have developed recently Chicago Fed labor market indicators that take 11 different pieces of information, some from the private sector, some from these official statistics, to get a real-time forecast of what the unemployment rate is going to be. If we don't get the official unemployment rate, we're going to go off of what the data we have. If we released it today, it suggests that the unemployment rate was unchanged for this month from last month.
How are we interpreting that, Austan? Does that lead you to believe there's not?
I think it's steady. I think it indicates some steadiness in the labor market, and I think the underlying economy is still growing pretty solidly. When I'm out
so
here
Austan,
in the Midwest,
it's sounding a lot like you're suggesting there's not the need for another interest rate cut.
No, I don't know. As you know, Sandra, for a long time, I think the underlying economy, if we are sure that inflation is heading back down to 2%, I think rates can go down a fair amount over the next 12 months, let's call it. I just want to be a little careful overly front-loading things. If inflation is now ticking back up. Let's just make sure that inflation is done, because nobody likes that inflationary kind of environment.
Was this shutdown necessary, Austan?
Look, I don't know. The Fed, we stay in our lane, and we're supposed to look at maximizing employment, stabilizing prices when setting the interest rate. It's a little hard when we're not going to be measuring the prices or the employment, but the fiscal policy, we're just bystanders, and we just have to take that as the condition.
Well, you're familiar with the blame game in Washington, and that is fully on right now. So perhaps my final question to you is how does this end?
Hopefully it ends soon and without a lot of repercussions on the wider economy. And hopefully they get us the data sooner, because, like you say, that's one of the things that gets sacrificed when we have these furloughs, is the people who collect the data stop reporting.
Well, that was the count up clock that the White House is running right now, 2 days in running. We'll see. Austin, really great to get you back on. Hope to have you back soon.
Yeah, great to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.